Alright then, everybody, we are finally here with the start of Season 2 in the Wigan Athletic career mode. It has been a very long time since we finished Season 1, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to have to deliver the second season now. It's going to be a long episode, I believe. We're going to have to get through a lot of stuff on sort of signing new contracts for some players. As you can see, so many players going out of contract this year. Also transfer listing players, loan listing players, and just seeing what we can do with this team. The team has been shortened massively. Obviously, a lot of players had to leave on a free. We simply just couldn't afford to keep them. And I did sell quite a lot last year. So there is a lot of spaces that I feel like we need to fill in within the team, and players we could potentially sell as well. What I want to go through first is the objectives. This is obviously a massive thing, especially when you're managing a smaller club. It's very easy for them to sort of get rid of you. So domestic success-wise, avoid relegation from the Championship. Should be doable, let's be real. Reach the round of 16 in the FA Cup, and within 2 seasons in the Championship, finish mid-table. I'm expecting us to finish mid-table in my first season, I'm not going to lie. With the team I'm going to potentially build, I feel like we should be there. Obviously no continental success because we're not in anything. Within 2 seasons, have at least 1 player from the youth academy assigned to the first team, play at least 30% of the games in the next season. I don't think that's going to be doable. It's only a low thing anyway, so we should be fine there. Brand exposure is signed 1 player born in South America. Very low expectation, and yet again, I don't think that's going to be done. I mean, I might do it. I'm not really going to be looking to sign a specific player from South America, say. So we'll just see what happens there. And within the same season, sign 1 crucial player and make 12.7 million in profit. Practically impossible, because I'm pretty sure this team isn't even worth 12.7 million. So, yeah, some of them are going to be difficult. Obviously, we're in the Championship. Who come up? So we've got with us, I believe it would have been Huddersfield and Birmingham. Sorry, Huddersfield and Birmingham would have went up. I think Huddersfield won the playoffs then, because Birmingham won it, we come second. So Huddersfield winning the playoffs, that's not bad. Coming down from the Premier League, I believe will be Everton. Wow, Everton have actually been relegated. Jesus, I've never seen that in FIFA. I've never seen it. Everton down, Nottingham Forest, and Southampton. Okay, Everton down, that is bizarre. I might be able to try and steal some players from them if that's the case. I think before we go into stealing anybody's players, what we do need to sort out is what's actually going to be happening with the team this season. I'm fine with keeping all of the defenders. I think Sessegnon, Rankin can stay. We're going to need a left-back. I don't actually physically have a left-back in this team, so we're going to have to sign a left-back. I mean, Alex Murphy can play there, but I just prefer him to play right-back, to be centre-back, sorry. Williamson basically didn't play last season, but might come in handy this season. Him, Kurt and Sibic are all out of contract. But I think we're just going to stick with having these. I don't think it's worth getting any new centre-backs in, to be honest. That partnership was good last year. And then Tickle, obviously, super sound Tickle, going to be staying as the main man in net. Obviously, Murphy will have for another year on loan. It was a 2-year loan spell from Newcastle. Sessegnon and Rankin, I mean, I could potentially get rid of one of them, but yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I did also say I might try Sessegnon in left back next season and have Rankin in a right back in the previous episode, so we might just keep with that. How are we looking in the midfield? The midfield's not awful. It's not too bad. We've got Matthew Smith, who I'm not willing to sell. Where Adiko, I think we're all going to stay. Kai Payne, he's already 20. He's only worth 190k though. It's probably not even worth selling him at that point. Etienne Jr. can stay. Novak can definitely stay. Joe Adams, potentially a player we could get rid of. He is only 21 though. I just don't think we need even more attacking midfielders than what we've got. So let's transfer list you. Joshua Hobbs and Ascard. I think Hobbs we can try and get back out on loan. He's only 16. Johnny Smith, of course, their main man, the myth, the legend, probably my favourite player in this team. He's going to be staying. We're going to keep Osmoa. Villanova, only 18. I mean, he went up like 1 rating on loan or something like that. Not great. I think we'll keep him in the team for now. And then obviously Kyle, Joseph and Zay, I think are both just going to stay where they are. So actually not many players going to be leaving. I think I've literally just transfer listed one bloody player there. There's not much to be done. There is not much to be done. I think it's just... yeah, so we've blocked off Asphalt Tickle with Joshua Hobbs on loan and then Joe Adams transfer listed. They're the players that I want to be leaving. I think if I get an offer in for... I don't know, a deco and it's like a really good offer, then I might just negotiate and see what we can get. Because obviously we're going to need to make some money. Our transfer budget's 8 million, I believe, going into the championship if you finish second in League One. Oh, 9 million. I think that's because I might have made some money off free transfers. Oh, made 640k. Okay, that's not bad then. But yeah. So, how is Murphy your highest selling top, by the way? How the fuck? How is Murphy your highest selling top? Is it? My big he's from the tune, I'm not too sure. But yeah, 8.114 million. It says 9 million for us. I think that's just including wages, to be honest. It's a lot more than 1 million. I think I literally had 1 million to work with last season, so it's actually a lot more. Let's have a look at it. We've got, oh god, we'll play Birmingham early days. So we've got Cardiff. You got Millwall in the Carabao Cup. That'll be a very good away day, that. Birmingham, Sunderland, Swansea's in there. God, we'll play Everton early as well. Right. Quite rough. I mean, the championship is obviously going to be much, much harder than what we used to in League One. We did dominate last season, let's be real. So I'm not expecting it to just be a walkthrough. Alright then, already accepting offers here. We're getting Hobbs out on loan quite early here to Swansea, so just another championship side. Hoping he gets played. He did play quite a bit last season, I think, out on loan. And Joe Adams coming back from his loan spell and being sold straight away. I think he's the only player I think just will not really fit into this team and get any game time. I also do want to say, I have a lot of problems with my controller at the minute. I'm having a lot of like stick drift problems. It's really affecting menus. Like I'm trying to scroll down to advance and then it'll randomly just go all the way up there. I really don't know what's happening. Also the button delay is just insane. It's absolute insanity how delayed some of my buttons are. You know, I'm trying to back out of a menu and I'm having to like spam circle just to back out of it. Bit of an issue. Right, yeah, we are then. Pre-season, we didn't do this last year. We didn't do it last year. I just felt like there was no need, but I'm getting extra like 1.25 million from this. Some tough teams in there, but in all seriousness, I fully expect my team to just be able to go full steam ahead and win it. We are going to play Murphy left back, or I could just do... Actually, you know what? No, we'll try Murphy and left back. Yeah, fuck it. We'll try Murphy and left back. Why not? We'll go along with it. Murphy in at left back. We'll see how he does. Smith out wide. Go on. I'll take a 2-2 draw. Sasson and Ascot on the score sheet. We'll take it. It's not the end of the world. It's a decent result, to be fair. Although, to win these tournaments, you basically need to win every single one of your games, which is kind of frustrating, especially when you've got a game every 2 to 3 days. It's not great. Oh my god. Lookman to Villa in the news feed there. That's mad. What changes can I do here? Go on, Smith. Yeah, you sell a game. Just do that. I'm hoping Joseph finds some form here for the league. He does. He scores. It's another draw here. There are actually not bad results at all. It's just not enough to win the tournament, sadly. So I don't think we're going to come away with a win here. We are 5th in it. I'll have a look. I'll have a look if we can still get through. Let's go into the standings. Can we still do it? Nope. Pretty much not. I think you need to top that thing to actually win it. So I don't think we've done it. Let's just quick sim it anyway. It's a 3-1 loss. Etienne Junior on the score sheet. Okay, so a few positives there. The 2 draws were actually really good results. Unfortunately, though, couldn't win it. And Cardiff's the first game of the season. Let's pause that on 10 days left. So Cardiff will be a pretty challenging game. But you know what it is? I'm going to say that for every game this season, because it is. I think every game that we're going to go into is going to be a challenging game, realistically, for us this season. And there's a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done. Let's go into team management. Let's see what we need. So, keepers were fine. Defenders, we could definitely do with more defenders. We could just do with more players in general. Fullbacks I'm not going to bother with unless I get a left back in. I mean, Murphy could be alright there. He's not the fastest though, is he? He really isn't the fastest. Midfielders I think we're fine. Wingers should be alright. I mean, Osmoa's on the bench there. We could do with another one in there. Villanueva can go in if we just do that. And strikers were fine, unless I want a better bench one from Zay, but let's see what we can do. Yeah, we are beginning negotiations here for Pablo Garcia. I've heard some pretty solid things about him. He is 25 at 67 overall, so I doubt he's actually going to go up like too many ratings. I also don't like what's happened here. I don't know if this is a glitch, but your numbers go bloody white. You can't see the numbers. That's not good. So I'm going to have to do that. Let's try 850k. Quite a bit below his market value, and of course they're going to come back with just solid stay at 1 million. We are going to try... So I tried 850. Let's go 925 with the 10% selling clause. 950 with the 10% selling clause we can do. This is going to be a new left back. Straight up, new left back in. I think we needed it. I don't think that Murphy would have done sort of any justice in a left back, to be honest. We can keep him as our backup centre back role. So let's get this fella in here. We kind of want to keep the wage down. I saw a lot of your guys' feedbacks in season 1 on about, like, I was really struggling with sort of all the money and financial situations, and a lot of you lot were just saying, like, try and keep wage budgets down, bonuses, all that jazz. So I think we're going to try and do that here. He's on 5.8k in Spain. Let's see if we can just bring it down to 6 here and bring this pretty much all the way down. The most I can do is just the 20 there. Take that bonus off. He's going to come back. Okay. Let's go 6.8. I don't like these bonuses, man. 40k? Nah. Okay. This could be an issue. He wants a bonus. Okay, let's see if I up this 7.5 and I fully take away your bonus. He's not having it. He really isn't having it. Okay. Part of us just wants to accept it. Okay, let's go 8k. Bring that down to 30. And we're doing it. Okay, 8k a week is a bit mad. 8 grand a week for a left back there who's only 67 overall is a bit crazy. But we'll get it done. We've been given an A there. We've been given an A somehow. I really don't know how. But he should fit in pretty nicely in that left back role. So let's tie him in there for Murphy. He fits in nicely. I love to see it. Murphy can go up there. Why do I have less options on the bench, I've just realised? Is that because the season hasn't started? I don't know. I do not have a lot of options on the bench. That's not very good. I think one of the first things I need to do, actually, is fucking sort contracts out, you know? I really do. I think sorting contracts out could be a massive thing for me. Right, let's get that on him. I'll do all that for everybody, but I think contracts for some of these players here might be a thing to look into. Okay, so we're already running into a few issues here. Williamson has declined his offer. I offered him 8k a week from 7, and he declined it. I was like, okay. And then went on to Jason Kerr, and I offered 9k a week from 7, and he also declined it. Civic, I offered 9.5, and he accepted. So I don't know what I'm going back in for these will be worth it. I don't know. But Civic, 3-year extension, 9.5k a week's not terrible. We do have Smith here, we've got Ware, and I think they might know. So we've got Zay as well. Okay, so I'll quickly go ahead and do them too as well. Alright then, absolutely massive. So Matthew Smith accepted 7k a week, which isn't too bad. We'll extend his deal for 3 years. Put a release clause in there as well of 2.5 million, not bad. And then Jensen Weah has accepted a 5-year extension, so he's now got a 6-year deal on 8k a week. He wants to be our long term, and I love that. Apparently, he come up like through the academy or something. I used to play for Wigan a few years back, so that's absolutely massive news that he's extended for 5 entire years. Absolutely love that. Now it's on to Zay. Let's see. I need to show you all this because the contract situation's crazy. So he's on 5.3. He wants a 4-year extension, which we'll accept. No release clause. Let's see how much he's going to accept here. So I will say like from 5.3 we'll go 6. And yeah, there you go. So he wants a lot more than 6. I understand that we're in the championship now. I understand that. But it's still a bit crazy. Let's bring that down at 15. So 7k a week and he accepts it. I mean, it's not too bad. It's going up £2,000 a week. It's still money that we could be saving, I suppose, but it isn't the end of the world. Alright then, I did say I was going to rob Everton and I was going to take loads off them. Harry Tyra is going to join us on a 5-year deal here. Just an extra goalkeeper. We've only got the 2 keepers, and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to bring another one in. Why not? He's taking a big wage cut there as well. So welcome, Harry Tyra from Everton. What's it going to give? It's got to be an excellent deal. He was worth like 5.2, or 525k, sorry, not 5.2. There we go, excellent deal. So that's just an extra keeper in. I've also got all these lot here. So we've got Mason Holgate, who's actually really cheap. For the player you're getting there, I feel like that's a bargain, to be honest. And then Nathan Patterson, now, more on the expensive side, but he is only 23, can develop quite a bit in the team. He would just cost you an arm and a leg, that's the only issue. I was also trying to bring Luke Chambers back, but I couldn't get him in on loan. The price is a bit mad. I ended up getting that left back in for like under $1 million, so we saved quite a bit of money there. And then we've got Harrison Armstrong here, an English midfielder from Everton. He's only 18 at 65 overall. This is very, very promising stuff, so I might just try and go in for him next. Alright then, here it is then. He joins us. Now, very much more on the expensive side this. He's cost us 1.75 million, which doesn't sound too bad for the budget that we've got. But then 10k a week. He's also got a 20k signing on bonus. So 10 grand a week. I hope he's worth it. It is a 5-year deal, but I really do hope he's worth the money. Alright then, I've also done a few changes to the formation and lineup. So obviously Garcia comes in, the only new signing in the starting 11. Armstrong on the bench there with Smith for that midfield. I don't know why I have less bench options now. I swear I had 9 in the championship, in League 1, sorry, and now I've only got 7 here. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Don't know if that's going to change once I get into the season. I'm not too sure, but this is how the team's looking. It's promising. I do think it's going to be a big challenge, of course, and you might be a bit disappointed that there's not many changes. I just don't think we'll really need to make the changes. I'll see how the team performs. We've got Cardiff first game, obviously going to be tough. We'll see how we perform, see if we do need any changes elsewhere in the team. We definitely needed a left back because we physically didn't have an actual left back in the team, so that's where Garcia comes into play, and I hope this team performs well. Let's get into it. Yeah, we are then first game of the championship season, obviously using this new formation. We're just going to see sort of how we get on with it. I'm also sticking Murphy in for this one. Kerr's probably going to start gradually falling off, I would imagine, in this season. We want Murphy on his last season here on loan to try and perform well, and then we might end up signing permanently, just maybe. But yeah, off to a very good start there. Joseph scoring. I'm expecting him to yet again be the top scorer this season like he was in League 1. But here he is again. Lovely ball in from Johnny Smith. Bang. I mean, the finish is quality. Absolutely quality. 2-0 against Cardiff, which should usually be quite a tough game for us, but we're absolutely flying through this one here. Asmoa has ended up coming on quite late in. Lovely pass into Smith, and then bang. Buries it in to the back of the net, and that ends up being a 3-0 win over Cardiff. What a way to start the season, especially away from home. Look at that. The away ends absolutely loving we're there. Should I change the look of the manager? I've had the same look from the first season. Should I change it? I don't know. But as you can see, what a start. Kyle Joseph with 2. We got Osmo with an assist. Johnny Smith with the assist. I'm obsessed with him. He's probably my favourite player in this team, you know. He really is. He really is just that good. Tickle with a 7.1 if you saw that. Right, first Carabao Cup game here. I made quite a few changes. We've got Armstrong coming in, Novak's in there. Obviously, Zay up top. You've got to go in with Zay, haven't you? But look at this for his first start in our team here. Armstrong, lovely cut in. Zay with just... It's a beautiful finish, though. He's took it very well. He really... he's such a confident player, and for only being 59 overall, I think he hit 60. He's been very solid for. Well, look at this as well. The control here. Watch this here. Jumps over the sliding tackle. Oh my god. It's absolutely amazing. We only end up winning this game by 2 though. I thought it was going to be an absolute blowout going 2-0 up that early in, but lovely goal from Armstrong there. Got a goal and an assist there. Same with Zay. Both of them just powering up very well against Millwall in the cup. We'll go through the next round. Then this is a big one. It was a big one last season up against Birmingham City. It was a huge game last season for. I think we only beat them once and we drew with them 0-0 the other time. I just wanted to throw in this highlight of Sibic there with an absolutely disgusting challenge. Only 7 minutes into the game, but nothing happened. I'm pretty certain I didn't even get booked for that. It's an arguable red card. Never mind not even getting a yellow. But anyway, yeah, you very rarely see me actually concede in this career mode, I'm not going to lie. I usually only concede the goals when I simulate, and that's just due to simulation. But yeah, it's how good Sam Tickle is, I suppose, when I do play with him. But yeah, we'll go 1-0 down to Birmingham. It was a very easy way to get back in with Garcia. The new lad was signed at left back. It's beautiful, and Joseph, it's one of the best headers I've seen. Digging it into the ground, making it awkward for the goalkeeper with the bounce. It was just amazing. Now, pretty late on here, 20 minutes after we scored, Tickle, I don't know what he's doing. His positioning there is just terrible. It's one of his worst performances in a Wigan top, I can tell you that, for free. Buchanan ends up scoring, making it 2-1, and, oh dear, Sessegnon, what, you know better than this. Literally 2 games in to the championship season, and you've only went and got yourself sent off. It could have easily been 2 red cards. I think Sibic should have been off in the first half there. Look at this. You thought it was all over, didn't you? Johnny Smith with the interception from the free kick. And then look at this for a finish. I can't, but still watching this back, I just cannot believe he's managed to do all of that by himself. Absolute limbs against Birmingham, which is like some kind of rivalry. But yeah, that was absolutely stunning. And I thought after, you know, given a few games to sort of play around with the team, that we needed a few changes in there. You know, 3 games into this season, 2 championship games, and then that Carabao Cup game, I was like, we can do with a bit more depth. We can maybe even just sort of switch a few players around in the starting 11. And I've decided to make 2 new signings. We've got Earl joining us here pretty cheap. I'm not going to lie. I didn't spend a lot to bring him in, but we needed another centre-back. I said with Kerr sort of going on a bit of a downslope, or what I'm expecting this season, I was going to be like, you know, I'm bringing in a new centre-back, so we should be able to see him quite a bit this season. And then I was checking free transfers, and Felix here, completely free. I mean, bargain buy. I don't know what's going to happen with Zay now, though. We'll find out in the next episode, I suppose. For the Season 2 opener, as you can see, the next episode is going to be a spicy one with having Sunderland as the first game. That'll be exciting. Cheltenham in the cup, you know, first cup tie of the season. But what a start we've had. Solid start. The Birmingham game, bit sad that we couldn't get the 3 points in there, I'm not going to lie. Would have preferred them. Sessegnon getting suspended as well. What was he doing there? But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well. Make sure you have the notifications turned on so you do not miss the next one. I'm uploading one of these about 2 or 3 of them a week. That's what we're trying to aim towards. So yeah, make sure you are sharing the videos around as well, showing all the love. Season 1 done very well. Let's see if we can have the same shown towards Season 2. But yeah, I'll speak to you in the next one. Goodbye.